Sometimes in life, the people who change the world don't have the title, the certificates, or the spotlights. They just have passion, purpose, and the courage to solve problems when everyone else is complaining. Today, let me tell you a true story, the story of Dr. Vivien Thomas, the black man who taught doctors how to perform heart surgery. Yes, he was a cleaner. He ended up training surgeons. Life, my brother, can humble you and it can surprise you at the same time. Listen, Vivien Thomas was born in 1910 in Louisiana, USA. He was born at a time when being black meant your dreams had limits, which were set by other people. He grew up intelligent, curious, and passionate about medicine. His dream was simple. He wanted to become a doctor. He worked hard as a carpenter. He saved money and got ready for medical school. But just when life was about to open door, boom, the Great Depression hit. Now, in case you don't know, it was a period in the 1930s when the whole world's economy crashed. Businesses failed, banks closed, and people lost their life savings overnight. So, all the money this man saved, they vanished. Imagine working hard all your life only for your dreams to disappear because of something you didn't cause. Many could have given up, but this man didn't. He said, if I can't go to medical school, at least I can work where medicine happens. And that's how he got a job, not as a doctor, not as a lab technician, but as a cleaner in a university, working with a white surgeon called Dr. Alfred Blalock. Well, Vivien Thomas wasn't your usual cleaner. When others were cleaning and leaving, Vivien was cleaning and observing. He asked questions, he took notes, and soon he began helping Dr. Blalock in the lab. It didn't take long before Blalock realized, this man is a genius. While others struggled to understand surgical procedures, Vivien could design tools, perform experiments, and even fixed complex heart problems in animals. He was paid as a cleaner, but he worked like a surgeon. Later, when Blalock was transferred to Johns Hopkins University, he said, if I am going, Vivien is coming with me. That is amazing. Well, at Johns Hopkins University, they faced a deadly challenge, a condition called blue baby syndrome. Babies were born with a defect that made their skin turn blue because their hearts couldn't pump enough oxygen. No doctor in the world had found a cure. It was like facing an impossible mountain. But Vivien Thomas, the man without a degree, he took it upon himself to find a way. He studied animal hearts. He experimented for months and he developed a procedure that could fix the problem. When the time came for the first surgery, Dr. Blalock was the one to operate. But standing behind him was Vivien Thomas, guiding every move, whispering the steps, because he had practiced procedures hundreds of times. And guess what? The surgery worked. For the first time in history, a blue baby survived. That day marked the beginning of modern heart surgery. Now, here's where the story gets painful. Despite his brilliance, Vivien wasn't allowed to perform surgeries himself, simply because he was black and he didn't have a medical degree. At that time in America, black people were not even allowed into medical schools like Johns Hopkins. The law said no, even if your brain says yes. So Vivien continued to train young white doctors who later became famous heart surgeons. But he himself was often overlooked, underpaid, and unrecognized. Can you imagine? The teacher's name was missing, but his students' names were everywhere. Well, still, Vivien never stopped working. He didn't chase fame. He kept solving problems and saving lives quietly, one heart at a time. It took decades before the world finally realized who Vivien Thomas really was. In 1976, the university honored him with an honorary doctorate with the title Dr. Vivien Thomas. They even placed his picture on the walls of the medical school beside his students that he had trained. Well, he died in 1985, finally respected as a pioneer that he truly is. Now, here are the lessons I want us to get here. Life is about solving problems. You are either solving one or you are the problem. Vivien Thomas wasn't chasing money or titles. He was solving a problem. And when you focus on solving a problem, money, recognition, and opportunities will find you sooner or later. So wherever you are, whether you are a cleaner, a teacher, a student, or just someone with a dream, keep doing your part to make life better for someone. Because greatness doesn't come from position, it comes from purpose. Dr. Vivien Thomas proved that you don't need a degree to make a difference in people's life. You just need a heart to solve a problem. I believe this story has inspired you. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Let me hear from you in the comment section and see you for the next story. This is Teacher Yuma. Bye-bye.